Before we start, just want to say, everyone knows the tragic stuff we dealt with yesterday, losing Tony York, and this game definitely was for him. Getting to know the Yorks, the last 2 years. The one thing that was so apparent to me about Tony, the times I've been around him, is that he was the biggest Niners fan out of any of them, and really just out of anyone I've been around since I've been in San Fran. He is an owner, but just the true fan he was for the Niners always was so fun to watch, and so it's something so cool about him. And for us to have a win today with what happened to him yesterday, it means a ton. I know it means a lot to the York family, and he was a special person that'll be missed a lot. So prayers are with all the Yorks today, and I know Jed was able to come, and we just had a special moment with him in the locker room. I know his parents weren't, and we're there with them, and I hope everyone's prayers are for him. All right. The injuries today. T. Moore, he had a stinger, but he returned, and Witherspoon had an ankle, but he returned. All right, go ahead.
When Kittle is getting those kind of plays, are you just calling his number to take advantage of this, or was it just happening naturally?
We always try to call Kittle's number, but it depends what the coverages are. They played a ton of man coverage, and he definitely beat the guy who was covering him, and Nick made some good throws that got him some good yards after catch. But wish I called his number more in the second half, though. No, we definitely call his number, but some coverages are different, and we didn't stay on the field long enough. Didn't do as well in the run game or the pass game, and just didn't get the opportunities in the second half that we had in the first.
To see you apologize to him when you guys were walking off the field for not getting him more catches?
I told him he needed to apologize for not getting 215 in the first half. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I definitely apologized to him. We were definitely debating on how we could do it there at the end, but didn't think it would have been a problem, but I wish that he did get it, because to have that all in the first half and only be 5 yards away, he had an unbelievable day, and it sucked that he didn't get it.
Kyle, does someone notify you that what the NFL record is and what Kittle has?
Yes. Yeah, they notify me.
Who does?
I don't remember.
Shannon Sharp.
Probably like 7 different people. I heard it plenty, but I'm like a fan. I want it to happen, but and we would have forced it to happen if the situations played out differently. But the way the game was going, I wasn't too worried about that. It would happen naturally with it. But the times that we did have a chance, got a ball tipped, I think twice on ones to him, and had a couple. I think we had some pressures, and we just stayed on the field long enough to get it done.
What's special about Kittle when you're calling plays, and what's special about him to you?
The thing that he's doing better, that I can say that he's done better than any tight end I've ever had, is what he's doing after the catch. He does a good job beating man coverage and does a good job in his routes and does a great job blocking. But when that ball's in the air, the play is just starting. He's trying to catch it, and he runs angry and runs confidently that he expects to score on every look. And I think that's why it's been easier to get him the yards he has.
You were around the Broncos with Shannon Sharp, was at his best. Any similarities in your mind, the way it changes an offense when you have a tight end who can do stuff like that?
Oh, always. You got to have one. You have 5 eligibles, and there's a bunch of different ways to use them. But anytime you can have a tight end or a halfback who can beat strong safeties and linebackers consistently, it does more than I can explain for an entire offense, not just for the tight ends and the halfbacks, but also for the receivers and the quarterback.
What happened in that second half? You guys were so good in that first half, but the second half, you guys really had such a difficult time moving the ball.
Yeah, they're a good team, and they played a ton of man coverage, so they didn't change too much up. Couldn't get our run game going. They got good edge players and very big, stout inside players. Couldn't create enough space in that, and I didn't study the stats or anything, but when you don't run the ball very well and you do bad on third down, which I believe we really struggled on third down in the second half, you're not going to stay out there long. And
is there a level of concern for something like that, or how worried are you for something like that when you're having that kind of difficulty?
That's what your concerns are every single game. They held us very well in the second half, and I'm glad that our defense made some big stops, because we didn't get enough points. We didn't get any in the second half, so thank goodness our defense played well, so we can still maintain our lead. But I mean, that's why. I mean, you got to catch the ball on third down when you're open to move the chains, and then a bunch of things change after that. You can't have false starts, and you can't have some of the setbacks that we have.
You had a lot of young guys on defense today. What would you make of the way they played?
I thought they played hard and with passion, and we'll watch the tape and we'll be hard on them. We'll watch everything, but I thought our guys came out today and just really wanted them to have fun playing football. And the only way you have fun is if you play with some passion and you play together. And you know, when I'm looking up and just the energy you feel, I thought our guys really enjoyed the day. I know I enjoyed the first half a lot more than the second half, but I enjoyed the ending. But yeah, I like how hard the guys played and very physical. It seemed like.
DeForest Buckner, Marcel Harris, in particular, guys bringing that energy you're talking about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't see every single play out there, but definitely when I was looking up, I saw both of those guys make a number of hits and did a good job on coverage too.
DeForest Buckner said the defense was lackadaisical last week. It didn't look lackadaisical today. What did you see from the front seven in particular?
I thought they were rushing hard and going all day. I mean, that's what I saw from them last week too. But you know, they had more success this week. We did a good job in the pass game. I thought we handled the run game much better. You know, we struggled with our edges last week, which got us a number of explosives. And I know they tried to hit us with a number of the same things, and the guys did a much better job.
Broncos had a number of offsides in the first half. Was that Nick and his voice inflection? I mean, what was behind all those neutral zone infractions?
No, it's that Von's going to do that every single time until you show him you're going to go on two. And it was frustrating for us for a little bit, especially the first time we did. I want to say might have been on third play of the game, or I forget, but the first time we went on two, we jumped. And that's what's hard as an offense. You know, these guys are teeing off the ball. We got to come off, and if we jump and you're not allowed to use cadence, good luck versus that pass rush. And so we jumped a little bit early, so I assume they think we're not going to use it as much. And if Von guesses right, you can't do anything about it. So he guessed wrong a number of times in a row, which was a better job of our guys keeping their poise than they did earlier.
What happened on the big three formation there? Was there a little bit of miscalculation? You should probably be able to run it out, right?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we thought it was dead even, and then it was off 1 second. You know, the play clock and the game clock was 1 second, and so when you get to fourth down, it's like that. You have to have what we call a slow clock, where the quarterbacks come back, pause just 1 second before he takes a knee, which Nick was very ready for and very ready to do. He just snapped it with 6 seconds left on the play clock and took a slow knee, but it stops on fourth down. So it was a good rookie mistake and rookie rep. That was good because I'll learn it forever and it won't happen again, and it didn't cost us the game.
Can you take us through the long third down play to Dante?
The one that got tipped, it was tipped, right?
It looked like it might have been.
Yeah, we were very fortunate on that because it wasn't a look that I liked or wanted, and I called timeout right before it. And fortunately, the ref didn't hear me, which I started very worked up about. And then it was a hell of a job of him not hearing me. I was very happy, and it worked out well.
How do you assess Mullen's performance?
I thought he played well. You know, he did some real good things, and it was one of the reasons we won.
On that throw.
Drew Staley celebrated that the catch that lost 5 yards. Is there a fine involved or something?
There better be. I mean, not the NFL, but his room better find him. And it was. We show that stuff every week. When balls get tipped, we always tell the lineman to knock it down. The reaction is to catch it, so we always show what happens when they do catch it. They usually get their legs taken out, and it's not fun for them. But Joe refuses to fully believe he's an O-lineman. He's always trying to show us how athletic he is, and that was his time. So he got excited, but he hurt us. We lost 5 yards, so it was not a smart play.
Was Pettis the design target on that play?
I mean, you're high-low on an inside player where it depends how I definitely didn't watch what happened because I was yelling at the ref, starting to not yell at the ref, talk to the ref. It depends what the Mike linebacker does. You know, he's got a chance to be number one. He's got a chance to be number two. It depends what the Mike does.
All right, we got Sherm here.
All right, guys, thanks.
Thank you.